Alright, welcome everybody. This is Brian, and we are here today to open up some collector boosters. These collector boosters were from the Magicon box, where it had the mystery booster boxes, the number twos. But I figured we could go ahead, we can open these separately just so we can make a shorter video. But the last time that we opened these from another one from the draft, there was some pretty good stuff in here. So let's go ahead, let's start with the Wilds of Eldraine collector booster. So those of you that haven't opened collector boosters, they're actually really cool because you get everything's foil. All the commons and uncommons are foil, and you have a chance at some really awesome cards that you might not normally see. Alright, so already off the bat, we have foil food. And then we're going straight into some rares, and I don't know what order these are in. We do see Godric Cloaked Reveler, that's a rare. Then we get to, wow, that's actually really cool. So we have a Rhystic Study. So this is the anime art version of Rhystic Study. That is pretty sweet. I mean, I wish it was foil. I know that these ones had some crazy different type of foiling available for the anime ones, for like special editions. But still, Rhystic Study anime is pretty awesome. And then we see, so already that was one mythic, and then we see another mythic here of the Belinda Grand Squall. There's the other mythic, and then another rare. So already in that just that one pack, we see 4 rares, and then look at this, 5. There's number 5. So we have 5 rares. This one's a foil, and then we get to some of our commons and uncommons. So we have the Ground Seal, Garruk's Uprising, a full art foil island, Ruby Daring Tracker, and all of these commons and uncommons now are going to be foil. Crystal Grotto, Voracious Vermin, Aquatic, what was that, Alchemist, and then Harried Spearguard. So once again, we have 5 rares or mythics. The Rhystic Study is fantastic. It comes with like 1 full art foil in those ones, and then looks like just like a normal foil, a full art, maybe something from this. Looks like it could be from like the Commander stuff. But the Rhystic Study was a really sweet pull. All right, now let's go to the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Now with these cool type of packs comes a price point. Now these came with the Magicon box, but if you were to get these just by themselves, I know they are very expensive. There are some chances at some serialized cards. I've only pulled 1 serialized card ever. We got Hunter's Blowgun, so I'm not expecting to see that. They are super rare. But this is the Caverns of Ixalan, Lost Caverns of Ixalan, and these ones have the, looks like the commons up front, the way it should be. And then we get to some uncommons, which is hard to see. Defossilize, and then sweet. So there's the full art foil planes. I think it's an uncommon with like their Aztec kind of stuff. And then we see our first rare, Matsalani the Great Thor, which is kind of sweet. It's a dual-sided card. Put that over here. We have Fabrication Foundry. That's another rare. Looks like it's just like a full art. Then we see something that's like Commander, the Tetsin Gnome Champion. Nice. Then we see the Trumpeting Carnosaur. And then this is pretty sweet. So then we have a Ravenous Tyrannosaurus, and this was the Jurassic Park version. I know that some of those are pretty cool. And then we do have another one that was just a foil full art, and we do have a map. So we have the Sanguine Evangelist. So that's pretty cool too. And then we just have our foil double-sided token. So out of this one, I think the Ravenous Tyrannosaurus actually probably is the best one out of those. I know that some of these Jurassic Park ones kind of go for a little bit. So it wasn't anything too crazy. Obviously, you're hoping for that 1 land there. And then we're going for our last one here, the Commander Masters. There's a lot of stuff that could be in here. Kind of cool to open up. I haven't opened up many of these, if any at all. Even well, the collectors definitely, but not even the normal sets or the normal boosters. So we have Deadly Recluse, and looks like these start with commons as well. Fall from Favor, Sunspear Shikari, Kazul, Tyrant of the Cliffs, Gorex, the Tomb Shell. And then we do have, this is a really cool swamp, old border foil. It's a cool looking swamp. Then we have a full art All That Glitters, Bandit Popper, unfortunately. Then we have a Dread Return. These are really cool full arts though. Nice. Then we have a Kodama's Reach. That's a cool one, and actually I could probably, because that's a full art foil, I could probably use that in some Commander's decks that use Kodama's Reach. And then we see Maelstrom Wanderer. That's a cool one. That's one of our rares. Then we see Nesting Dragon, which is a rare, and it looks like it has some of that different foiling. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's got some of that different foiling there. And then we have, so there's a couple rares right there. Then we have Onaki Oathkeeper. And then we have a, oh that's really cool, we have a Demonic Tutor with a really cool art. It's not foil, but it's a full art Demonic Tutor. That is a pretty cool one. That art is something else. And it's a mythic. But yeah, that Demonic Tutor, that's a great pull right there. And then we do end up with a, oh nice, a Steel Shaper's Gift. So as a Hammer player for Modern, I'm fairly excited about this Steel Shaper's Gift. So we have a full art foil Steel Shaper's Gift. This one's going to have to find my way into my Modern deck. And then we do have the Treasure. So all in all, not bad for Commander Masters. With all these, like the Maelstrom Wanderer, Nesting Dragon, Onaki Oathkeeper, those I'm not too concerned about, but I'm not like looking too much into. But this full art Demonic Tutor, pretty amazing. It's probably got to be the best art for a Demonic Tutor. And then this full art Steel Shaper's Gift, like I said, I'm interested in that because I'm a Hammer player. And then all in all, with all of these, I mean, I feel like we got at least one hit in every single one. Like we got the Rhystic Study, full art. We got the Ravenous Tyrannosaurus, Steel Shaper Gift, Demonic Tutor. That was actually really fun to open. And I feel like with this full art Kodama's Reach and a couple of these others, even like these swamps and some of these lands, you get a lot of cool things, especially though with the foils from some of these packs that you can use inside of your decks. But hope everybody had fun. Kind of open those up. Those are always super fun to open. Don't get them too often, but when I do, I love to go ahead, like that full art island. That's pretty cool. But let's go ahead, and when we get those to open up, I think it's a really cool time to go ahead and open up some of those collector packs. So if you do like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. I'd love to go ahead and post some more videos of opening some stuff. But thank you very much for going ahead and watching, and we will see you guys next time.